Hi, I'm Tracey Hall, and again this morning I'm going to be talking about Rock Prairie Montessori's new middle school. We've talked about the significance for us of inquiry and creativity, and I'm going to spend some time this morning talking about why we are also focused on stewardship and service. When we created the Montessori Middle School, we thought about Montessori principles as they are used across all levels of education in Montessori. And then we thought about how those Montessori principles are of most value when we're considering the needs of the adolescent. In Montessori education, we use a term called practical life. And I think one of the ways in which Montessori education really shines is that we think about the development of the whole child. Certainly, the academics are a significant part of what children learn in school, but there's also a whole other segment of the child that sometimes gets ignored in traditional education that we make sure and pay attention to. And one of the areas of curriculum that we think about is practical life. And as I considered how to incorporate practical life into the adolescent program, stewardship and service were words that really represented what I think is valuable for them. So in practical life, we talk about care of the self, care of the environment, and care of others. So stewardship is the practical life for middle schoolers that's about care of the environment. And for them, they're able to think more abstractly and really consider the environment of the whole world. So sometimes stewardship is going to look like what can we do to take care of the land right here at Rock Prairie Montessori School? But it's also going to look at what is it that we do here at Rock Prairie Montessori School that will benefit the world at large? A way of thinking that they're much more able to do as they enter abstract thinking than they could just a year ago. We're also going to think about service. Adolescents are looking for meaning. They're wanting to know, what do I do that makes a difference? And service learning is a way that they can really experience firsthand. When I do this, something good happens for someone else. And one of the ways that we'll do service is right here in the school community. So what can they do to support the early childhood classroom? What can they do for the elementary students? But we'll also look at what are the needs of the larger community where our school is embedded, and what can they do to support the larger community, and how does that impact the world at large? These kinds of explorations for adolescents really make a difference in their development of self. There was a time that we used to think, if I tell a child how great they are, that they'll feel great and they'll do well. Now we know that when they have a chance to take action that makes a difference, they feel a sense of competency, a sense of capability that then helps them risk again trying to be more successful and stretch into all they can be. So this is why stewardship and service are such an important part of what we're going to be doing at Rock Prairie.